enough of my D-sling. Here's what I really want to say to you all. What I'm about to say is going to sound arrogant, but please hear the context. I have been told by a number of people on a number of occasions that I'm a fairly decent communicator. Right? Okay, all right, that's the arrogant part. Here's what I want you to know. Most people don't remember what I said. They don't. They might remember a thing or two on occasion, but if I were to ask you what I preached on 3 weeks ago, quick. I'm asking. I'm asking. Okay? This is statistically proven. The greatest communicators in the world, only a small fraction of what is said is heard and remembered. Good communicators understand that it's more important that people feel something than know something. And that sounds counterintuitive, but it's really true. When they feel something, then they can learn something. And I want to tell you that that doesn't start when I stand up to preach. That starts the moment someone drives onto our property. That's why you guys, you all of you, whatever week you are here, you're a part of the sermon. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not just saying that to schmooze you or to get you to smile at people. You are a part of that person's experience. And it's very, very likely that they're going to remember your smile, your handshake, you're remembering their name, you're getting down and saying hi to their child. Whatever it is you do to show the love of Christ to them, it's very likely they'll remember that a lot longer than they'll remember anything that I say. And I'm fairly good at what I do, by God's grace. Okay? I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. I'm trying to help you understand how important it is that we're all in this together. Does that make sense? Can anybody? Because when you think about what the church is, it's relationships. And now, I know that people need to hear the truth. I know that preaching matters. I know that the gospel has to be heard. But the gospel isn't heard if people are uncomfortable and don't feel like they're welcome. You know, with having services at night, Janet and I have tried to figure out what to do on Sunday mornings. We haven't had this. We didn't know what normal people do on Sunday mornings. We found out they all go to the Big Biscuit, is where I found out. And then we went to Wichita with my daughter. But this morning we went to a church, some friends of ours, we've known them for 30 years. And we went to their church this morning. And we pulled into the parking lot. It's actually one of the downtown churches. It's a church plant down there. Redemption Hill. I don't know if you guys know or heard of Redemption Hill. And I've gone to church my whole life. My whole stinking life. I've walked in church doors almost every Sunday for 50-some years. And we sat in the parking lot, turned off the car, and I said to Janet, "Are you ready for this?" Like, we're going in. I knew people in there. I knew the pastor in there. I knew what was going to happen in there. And that there was still a moment of pause for me. Just a moment of pause, like, do we want to go in too early? Like we're 15 minutes ahead. I said, who's going to talk to us and stuff? And we looked at each other and said, we can do this. And we walked in. And I thought, if it's that hard for me, how hard is it for the person like Elizabeth and David Scheid all those years ago, and all the people that are going to come to our building that you've been inviting to our grand opening on December 16th and beyond? So your role in all of this is really, really important. That means that when Elizabeth does the training and shows you the roles, take those seriously and understand that you are, as Elizabeth said, you're the message. And I have proof of that. Remember the cards that we did several weeks ago at our last Sunday, October 28th, our last Sunday in our old building? We had people write down. So this may be some of you. I don't know who these are. I'm not going to say names. I don't have names for any of these. But these are some things people said. And I just picked 3 or 4 of them. And I want you to listen for the relationship. I want you to listen for how community affected them. During my time in this building, God has opened my eyes to how valuable, life-changing, and necessary community is. As we disciple each other and as we grow real and vulnerable with each other, the walls come down and the kingdom is at work. Now that's a person who's saying it's community that matters. And that starts with this team. It doesn't end with us. Obviously, it has to go deeper, right, than a handshake on a Sunday morning. It goes to growth groups and it goes to relationships. But just because it doesn't end here, it has to start here. It starts with this team. So I want to thank you for that. A couple more here. I've been continuously blessed with relationships that have challenged, strengthened, and encouraged me in my walk with God. I've learned what it really means to live in community. And here's another one. Lord, I'm grateful that you brought me to Connect Church, providing me with this safe and warm place to be together with my dear brothers and sisters. And again, relationships. They didn't say anything about the sermon. They say anything about what they heard or learned. It's about relationships. So, again, I'm not questioning God's call on my life. I know He's called me to preach. But I know that the message starts with you all. And I want to thank you, first and foremost. Some of you have been doing this kind of thing for a long time. And we have new opportunity in this building. A wonderful opportunity. We have so many deficits at our old building with the greeter team. And now with the guest services, we have new opportunities. And Elizabeth's going to tell you some of those in a moment. I want to tell you one more. And when I asked people to write these cards, I said we might be sharing some of these. And so people wrote these down, so I feel comfortable in sharing them. But again, this is anonymous. I happen to know who this person is, but I will not say their name. This person is an atheist. They've been attending our church for about a year now, okay? And they wrote a very long, both sides of the card, about their journey with Jesus, or their journey, not with Jesus yet, but their journey here with our church. It was intriguing and challenging and wonderful. And I took a picture of it and sent it to our district superintendent, and it was awesome because while this person doesn't know it, is God's pursuing them in a way that they're being chased down right now. They don't know it. The hound of heaven is after them. But listen to what this is a quote from what this person said. I began my journey at Connect Church with resentment. And I know this person, and I can tell you that that's true. He would not look me in the eye for the first 6 months he came. I'm serious. I'd like try to, and he was having nothing. Nothing. I didn't know his story at that point. I didn't know that he was an atheist until he wrote this card. But he said this, my time here has changed me. He was very clear to say he hasn't accepted Jesus. He doesn't believe in God still. But my time here has changed me. And he didn't say anything about my sermons. He talked about how he said it's about how he felt. Now, I know that for this man to become a believer in Jesus, he's going to have to change how he believes. But it's how he feels that will help him get to that point. And there are thousands of people, and we hope hundreds of them come into this building. And the way we make them feel will open up the door for us to show them about who Jesus is. And then maybe something I said just might land in a place in their heart where the Holy Spirit can grow something beautiful. Okay? So you all have an incredibly wonderful opportunity. And we only get 52 chances a year to do this. That's what I tell this planning team sometime, and worship planning team, is we only have 52 chances a year. And the reality is we may only get one chance. Because some people may walk in, and if they don't feel loved, they may never come back. And we can't, that happens. We can be the best church in the world, and people can still not connect. But we want to do everything we can. And by the way, changing our name up the game on this. It did. It upped the game on it. I probably wouldn't change the name if I'd have known how much pressure to put on us to live up to it, right? But it did, and I think about that often. And anyway, I'm rambling on here, except I just want to say thank you. And continue to take this role seriously because we really need you. So, any questions you have for me? I don't know. I didn't know what the answers would be because Elizabeth's the person that's going to give you all the details.